All right, so a lot of people respond to my take action videos with a follow-up question that says, okay, but what if the internet becomes unreliable? What if it becomes unsafe to organize or communicate or research online? What do we do then? And I want to be honest with you, that's not a far-fetched question anymore. Dependence on a single infrastructure, any single infrastructure, is a vulnerability. And people who understand that have already started thinking about what comes next. So if digital organizing becomes dangerous or unavailable, here's what still holds. Printed documentation. Anything important should exist on paper somewhere. That means local officials' contact information, your legal support network, the timeline of events that you've been keeping, key court documents, whatever record you've been building. Paper is not searchable, but paper is also not deletable from afar. If you haven't printed anything yet, that's the lowest lift action on this entire list, and you can do it this week. Physical meeting points. Not spontaneous ones, established ones agreed on in advance. Your community should know before it's needed that there's a place, a time, and a person. Libraries have served this function throughout history, and so have churches, union halls, community centers. The specific place matters much less than the prior agreement that it exists. If you don't have one of these established in your community right now, that's worth a conversation, a real one, in-person conversation with people you already trust. Speaking of, trusted messengers. I could call this the Paul Revere model. One person who can move accurate information between groups, person to person, quickly, without a network. Now this sounds archaic right up until the moment that you need it. And at that point, it's going to be essential. Think about who in your community already moves between groups, who already knows people across different circles. The school parents and the union members and the neighborhood association folks. That person is super valuable. Make sure they know it and make sure you know who they are. Now, I should mention that I will post all of these in like a text or written format as well in the coming days. So follow along here on my profile and you'll see an image or a text post because I know people often want these this information in that format. So it's coming. Just bear with me, hold tight, follow along, check my daily videos, and you'll find one soon. Okay, oral or verbal documentation. Record what you witness. Tell people. Be specific. Oh, bus is here. Whoa, the bus came early, but crisis averted. Okay, I don't know exactly where I was, but oral documentation. Record what you witness. Tell people. Be specific about dates and names and agencies and outcomes. The verbal transmission of accurate information has kept communities coherent under much worse conditions than this right now. And it works because it doesn't require a power grid, much less a Wi-Fi connection. And it works because when something is witnessed and spoken aloud to another person, it becomes a lot harder to disappear. Not impossible, but harder. Now, history has been kept this way through verbal documentation. Evidence has been kept this way. Community has been kept alive in this very way. Now, none of this replaces digital organizing while digital organizing is available. I want to be really clear about that. Use every tool that's accessible to you right now. But building some offline capacity now, while it's relatively easy, means you're not starting from scratch if things shift. And some things may shift. Here's where I want to leave you. I'm not going to tell you that everything will work out. I don't know that it will. What I do know is that in previous moments of serious democratic stress, The people who did the quiet, non-dramatic, consistently executed work, the ones who built the networks before they were needed, who kept the records before anyone asked them to, who established the meeting points before things got hard, those were the people who had something to build on when it finally mattered. And that can be you. Pick one thing from this list. One thing that fits your actual life, your schedule, your capacity, your circumstances. Please, for the love of God, not the most impressive thing. The one you will actually finish. Because a lot of people doing real things in a lot of different ways toward the same general purpose, that is what the People's Branch has always looked like. And that's what it needs to look like right now.